Hey guys, welcome back to Circleville YouTube channel. For this video, I have some amazing Lowe's tool deals to share with you, but that's not all. We got bony deals, bringing back the bonies, all the bonies. You love the bonies, I love the bonies. So we have bonus deals from Amazon and from Walmart. Amazon links will be down in the description down below. The Walmart and Lowe's ones will be part of the YouTube shopping thing. We'll try and do the timestamps so everything works out beautifully and goes how it's supposed to. If I can't find any of the products, then I'll just have to put a link in the description, but we'll try to defer to the YouTube shopping whenever possible. Now, first up, we're going to do these Amazon deals. We have this multimeter tester, 2000 count digital multimeter, AC, DC, AC, voltage, ohm, volt, meter, all that by Astro AI. And it's listed as $12.99, which is already a really cheap deal for a little multimeter like this. But then there's a Prime member discount, which I think brings it down to about $10. And then there's a 20% coupon on the Amazon page, which brings you down to $8 and change for the multimeter. May not be the best one in the world, but it's under $10, a good little backup or one that can get the simple task done for you and should be nice and easy to handle. I wanted to ask you guys something, just a quick sidebar. I've resisted for like 8 years, but I'm deciding, should we do a flagpole installation video? Because I gotta buy one tomorrow. Just, no particular reason. Just decided now's the time that you just gotta let it be known. You know what I mean? It seems like a good moment in time to add a flagpole. So we may do a video on that. We'll see what happens. Next up, we have the 5-pack of golf polo shirts, men's multi-pack. Now, you don't have to get the 5-pack. There's a 4-pack. There's a 3-pack. This is by Pins Park. So the quick dry golf polo shirts. Now, I bought these myself a couple of months ago and really liked them. And then I saw there was a promo code. So you see it's $50, but that's for 5 shirts. So it's not too bad. But then we have a 40% promo code and a 10% coupon. So we actually cut that in half. You're only going to pay $25 for 5 polo shirts. That's $5 a shirt. If you go to this link here, it has all the different sizes, the different colors. If you want the 5-pack, the 3-pack, the 4-pack, I think those are the only options. And then if you want to see the video I did on it a couple of months ago on the second channel, Struggleville 2, which by the way, we're going to be doing a giveaway here very shortly, probably within the next couple of days. It'll be on the second channel. So subscribe over there. I'm trying to think as I'm talking about it, what the hell did I put in it? I already recorded the video and did the box and put it all together a couple of weeks ago, and now I don't even remember what I put in the box. It's good though. It's really good because it's the only way to do it is it has to be really good. So subscribe to the second channel. Maybe if I remember, I'll link down below, or you can just go right here and you can hit click watch on YouTube and then subscribe. Anyway, loot box will be coming up on a giveaway on that channel over there. Hey, can I just sidebar one last time? Just because, there's nothing really important going on in the news lately or anything, but I wanted to give you a quote, from Chucky Schumer. And I'm not the type of guy who would normally listen to, care about, or quote Chuck Schumer, but he said something really insightful about 7 years ago that I think is relevant to the Tool Deal video, of course. He says, "Let me tell you, you take on the intelligence community, they have 6 ways from Sunday at getting back at you." It's kind of interesting. Next up, the DeWalt Oscillating Tool Blades 3-piece set. Now, this is from a third-party seller, but really good deal. It's on Amazon, third-party seller. $9.99 for 3 of the DeWalt oscillating blades. If we look at the comparables, Home Depot has it for $23.90, Tool Up $26.33, and Acme Tools $26.99. And sometimes it definitely pays with the oscillating blades to pay up a little bit for nicer ones. I've been hit and miss on the generic ones. I've bought 2 different sets of like the 50 or 25 pack. I don't know, there's a shit ton of them. And one of them, I swear, I hit something with it and it just like sheared all the teeth off immediately. It went from a saw blade to a scraper in like 0.2 seconds. And then I had another one where it was actually really good. Like it was just as good as the others. So, depending how much of a gamble you want to take, but you can be pretty safe with the name brand ones that you'll have some level of integrity with the product. Now, here's the last one for the Amazon stuff. Then we'll get to Walmart. Then we'll get on to those Lowe's deals. So this is the home improvement page. But if we look, this Rust-Oleum 6-pack of primer, and it's flat white. There may be other colors. I didn't check all the other ones, so you may find others if you don't want white. But I figure that's pretty basic, pretty common color people might need. But a 6-pack for $22. That is so cheap. And if you remember a couple of months ago, there was a ton of different Rust-Oleum primers and paints that were on sale like this. That were just like crazy discounts. So I don't know if that's gonna re-kick up or not, but definitely worth keeping an eye out. And of course, if more come up, I'll get them on this home improvement page. If they're really good and there's a ton of them, maybe I make their own post on the homepage. I don't know. By the way, someone, and I don't have it in front of me right now, sent me a really good deal on something the other day, and they described the deal, and it was really good. I would agree, and I would have posted it, and it was an email they sent me, or maybe the form on my website. I don't know what it was. They didn't include any links. So, like, if you're telling me because you want me to post it, or maybe you just think I'm a good guy and maybe I should get in on the good deal, I need a link. Unless you're just doing it to brag, then I guess I don't need the link. But, just throwing it out there. Like, feel free to share the deals with me, but you know. Here is the first Walmart deal I have to share with you. The Hyper Tough 12-piece metric midget combination wrench set. We're not going to go the PC route. They are midget wrenches, and that's what we're going to call them. The midget wrenches, made by actual midgets, Oompa Loompas to be exact, was $17.88. Even $17.88. Usually when things end in 88 at Walmart, that's a clearance price to begin with, right? Or at least a sale price. Anyways, now they're down to $6.96. If you're a Walmart Plus member, you're going to get free shipping on that. Otherwise, you may have to buy online, pick up in store if that's available, or get your order up to $35 to get the free shipping. But we have, let's see, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. No skips. 8 up to 19 midgets in a pouch. Gotta love a midget in a pouch. You got Mensch on a bench, Elf on a shelf, midget in a pouch. I mean, it's kind of close. It's close enough. I did not look to see if the SAE equivalent was available. Oh, this is, ooh, look at that. You might need to find that, or I'll try and find that and put that. Let me just click on that so that's saved for later. Because there's the 2s. And then here's the SAE by itself. I will try to add all those. The timestamps aren't going to work though, because it's going to want a 30-second thing. And the only way I can do that is if I just keep talking right now. If I talk for a minute and a half, then I can get all of these timestamps in. But the timestamps are 30 seconds each. They cannot overlap. And the problem is if I don't put the timestamp, I don't know if anyone will ever see it. Because the timestamp allows a little product box to show up on the page that you can click and you can go to the thing. Now, if I do some with the product box and the timestamps, you can click on it, but then I skip others. Do people even know that now they have to look below the video in the description to find the additional links? I think that causes confusion and people would have a real hard time and it becomes pointless. Like if people can't find the products, it's almost like the email that doesn't have the links to the product. If you can't find the product, then what the hell was the point of even showing you the product? So we have to draw this portion out for roughly a minute and a half so that I can include the metric, the SAE, and the combo of both, because $13.92 for both of these. And here's the thing, HyperTough isn't the best quality product in the world or best tool brand, but for little midget wrenches, that's not your everyday wrench. You're not grabbing that because it's your favorite, which by the way, I got some other wrenches coming up that I really like, a different type of style. But it's because it's in like a tight spot. I got a perfect example. This is going to be longer than a minute and a half. This is beautiful. This is perfect. I should have thought of this to begin with. I had an exhaust leak on the 66, and I was like, well, what the hell? Because I haven't done anything. Why all of a sudden I got an exhaust leak on it? What happened was the header bolt on the passenger side closest to the firewall, which I think they're 7/16. They might be as small as 3/8, but I feel like it's a 7/16. Um, it was loose. Okay, and then once I went to try and tighten it, I realized why it's loose, because the header tube's in the way. There is no socket option here. You cannot have a socket. It's got to be an open end wrench. And I found every wrench of that size, either 7/16 3/8 that I had, and you'd hit the firewall, and you'd get to the point where you're either hitting the firewall or you're hitting the header tube. There's no movement here. So I need a shorter wrench. Now, at first, all I had was like my somewhat decent, like I don't like have snap-on tools because I'm not going to overpay for bullshit when cheaper ones work just fine. But I didn't like want to customize one of my Craftsman wrenches, even though maybe I could because the quality's gone down a little bit. So later I had to go get a Chinese wrench that I have. I have like extra sets that are not in the garage. They're actually in a shed because they're like, I need to keep these around for some reason. I don't know what. And this was the perfect reason because I had to get ground down so it was short enough to pass the firewall. And why did I have to do that and go through all that hassle? Because I didn't have midget wrenches. Didn't have the midgets. So a perfect example of why you need them. They get you out of a bind once. It was worth the $6.96 or 13, whatever the hell. Boy, we stretched that minute and a half way out. That's beautiful. Now, I really like these as well, and we're going to scroll down and see if those other options pop up as well as far as SAE and combo set. But these are the offset wrenches, and I don't know why. I have a special place in my heart for offset wrenches. I just like them. It's 8-piece metric deep offset ring wrench set. Again, the handy dandy pouch. And can we get a side angle of one of these? Maybe some people don't know what a damn offset wrench is. Wow, that is crazy. There is not a single picture that's a side profile of these things. Isn't that kind of weird? Isn't that almost like the selling point of them? Huh. I mean, you can kind of see it here. But they're offset. You don't bust your knuckles. You get away from whatever you're tightening or loosening. So we have, and there's two sizes on each one. That's the other beautiful. That might be the thing I like most about it because I am perpetually wrong. Like these are metric, but I deal in SAE. So I think it's a 1/2 inch. It's going to be a 7/16. I think it's a 9/16. It's going to be a 5/8. I'm always off by one, just enough to make a second trip to the toolbox, which really sucks if you're like getting up under the car and everything, and you're like, I gotta drag my ass under the car again. So at one point in my life, I started getting smarter, and I would just grab a couple of wrenches. But then things get such to be a cluster, you know what? Yeah, I don't know if it's SAE or if it's metric, and I'm like, what am I gonna do? Bring the whole damn toolbox under the car? You gotta get like 36 different wrenches. Is it a 10? Is it a 1/2 inch? Is it 7/16? Is it a 12? Who the hell knows? Too many options. Let's just go SAE. Ditch metric. Oh man, I don't see the other ones in the little extra thingy. I will look though. I will look to see if there's an SAE or whatever, because this is $8. Normally $20. I think I buried the lead. I didn't even mention what the price was. Normally $20, just $8. It's a buck a wrench, specialty wrenches, two sizes on every one of them. I like it. All right, 14 minutes in, and we're getting to the Lowe's deals. I feel pretty good about that. That's not too bad. Now, what is too bad is what's going on with the images on every single one of these pages that I'm going to pull up. Lowe's cannot get their shit together, but they do have some good deals going on. I believe their free shipping threshold is $45, so you got to get that to get free shipping. Otherwise, it's like a $5.99 flat rate, or you can buy online, pick up in store. First deal I have for you is the Craftsman Easy Grip 30-foot tape measure. Normally $20, down to $9.98, and they say 100 plus bought last week. It's kind of funny that a bunch of the stores list this number now, and it's fun to compare because you can like look up the same thing on Amazon or look it up at Walmart or Ace Hardware or whoever has it and be like, oh, this website, even if they're all the same price, they don't sell shit. Because Amazon sold, if you believe their numbers, like 50 times more of this item. Anyways, I get kind of a kick out of it to look at once in a while. 30-footer, that's a big one. It's going to be a big, heavy guy, but it's really going to reach out. It's going to touch you in all the right places. Make you feel all warm and fuzzy. Let's see, do we have any good graphic? Wow, this is on clearance. This is on clearance because they have shit graphics. Look at this. Look at how terrible this is. They don't want to sell this product. Hey, let's do a video showing a motorcycle. Dude, it's a tape measure. What tape looks like. Do they have inches and metric? Does it have anything on the backside? Do they have all the little fancy dance triangles and diamonds and marking everything out? No. We don't know because there's not a single graphic of anything on it. Jeez. I don't know. Is that Lowe's or is that Craftsman being a pile of shit? All right, next. Cobalt 153 piece half inch 3/8 quarter-inch drive set hex Phillips slotted square Torx bit driver socket set. Normally $199 down to $99. Now we see these little kits. Everyone look at 10 bought in the last week. Boy, we gotta pump that up. That's a half price deal right there. How could you only sell 10? This is like a staple of what they sell. It's their line, the Cobalt tools. It's this mechanic set, which should be fairly popular, and they sell 10. Me and Lowe's need to have a little talk. Like, look, Lowe's, I can pump up your numbers pretty good if you want to play ball. You know, give me some nice exclusive discounts, and we'll get more than 10 of your damn sets sold, okay, boys? Jeez. It's starting to feel bad for you. How are these people staying in business? Let's see. I like all the little like specialty bits that we're getting in this set because and it's basically the whole thing. There are so many goofy ass fasteners now. Remember the good old days when it was just a hex bolt? That's all you needed. That's it. Sure, they had different sizes, but they were all SAE. Now, SAE, metric, it could be an external or internal hex or Torx in both fashions. It's just like, come on. This is not necessary. But if they're gonna make all those damn different bolts, then we're gonna have to have the fastener to take. Oh, look, we got the little security ones with the little pinny thing in the middle. These look like the screwdriver bits, which those are actually really nice. Especially you put those on a cordless ratchet, little screwdriver bits, and you're doing something there. And of course, you gotta get the longies that can reach out and touch because they're gonna put some damn thing in a tunnel, and your hex key is not gonna work. And a little shorty one's not gonna work, and yeah, you gotta get this long ass thing in there, and it's even ball ended. I love the ball ended ones. Look at all those. 12, 8, 6. We just everything. Everything. Boy, especially putting together furniture nowadays. What is up with these fasteners? Jeez. All these damn. I hate the Allen hex key damn things. Nah, man, those things. The head's all rounded. And then the inside of it, it's gonna get stripped out, and now it's a circle. There's no corners anymore. Like now, what the hell do I do? Damn bolts round. You can't get a pair of pliers on that or nothing. Give me a drill. I'm gonna get rid of this damn thing. I'm gonna do it the right way. All right, here we have the Cobalt 7-piece 3/8 inch drive hex bit driver socket set. So, I mean, these exact pieces were probably included in that larger set, but if you don't want all of that, which I don't know why you wouldn't, you can get these for $9.98. You're going to need one or the other. If you do enough stuff, you're going to need these damn things because also you don't want to use just regular ass hex key if you don't have to because that's slow. Time is money. We don't want to do slow. You put this thing on impact wrench or a cordless ratchet or whatever you have. Get an impact driver with one of those little socket adapter guys on it, and you just go to work. So this is the metric version. Then just real quick, oh man, I got them out of order. We're not supposed to go to that yet. Oh, hold on, I gotta pause you now. Okay, here we go. So now this is the SAE version. It's just a different tab right here, but that should have been in order. Someone's getting fired over that. Boy, I would say someone should get fired over something else that happened recently, but you don't get fired for doing your job because it was intentional. Cobalt 7-piece 3/8 inch drive set, although Gotta have a fall guy. Lee Harvey Oswald, 1963, called himself a patsy. Unrelated. Hex bit driver socket set, Cobalt 7-piece, 3/8 inch. So, same thing. We got the SAEs, we got the metric. Boy, does it chat my ass that you gotta have metric and SAE in everything. You have to have twice as many tools for absolutely no reason. All right, we're bringing in the Lone Ranger. We got the Cobalt 3-inch steel Tonto. I'm just going to say that's an O right there. Pocket knife. So it's got this kind of like, I don't know what you call this. I mean, I guess it's camo, but it's like almost like, can I get a better picture of this, please? Uh, Make it big. That's what she said. It's almost like a pixelated feel, doesn't it? I mean, this is textured. That's different. That's not what I mean. I feel like the camo is almost like a pixelated camo or something. Got a little straight blade, a little serrated there. Get your belt clip. So normally $25 down to $12.49. We actually have two variations of that. We have this one over here that is green. What are they calling this one? Just stainless steel. Let's see what the green guy looks like. Oh yeah, that's more like a traditional camo look. Look at 10 bought in the last week. That's embarrassing. If it's under 100, don't put that banner on. It just looks stupid. And it's half price. Half price and you still only sold 10? Now I'm rethinking things. There's a reason no one bought this. What did this one say? Wait, 10 plus bought. What did this say? Just 10. So 10 exactly bought on this one and 10 plus. Let's see the more expensive one just for the giggles. Oh, 200 views. Oh, that's interesting. So 200 views. They don't even name how many were sold, but if it was 10, they tell you. If it's more than 10, they tell you. So they have sold less than 10 of these in a week. Well, that makes you think about Lowe's, don't it? I think they're giving away too much here. If you're going to do this, at least lie. Now, I really like these things. They're not listed as a sale price or anything, although I did see in some places where these are normally more expensive than this. I really like these trays. This is the Cobalt Silicone Organizer Insert 2-piece silicone tool tray set with magnetic insert. It's only $13.98 for the 2-pack. As far as I know, the originals of this was that grip mat, um, and they were so expensive. It was like $100 for a 3-pack or something of those. They might even been more than that. And as cool as they were, it's like, nah, man, this is just a little silicone mat. It's a little organizer tray guy. I'm not gonna like sell a kidney for a silicone tray. It was ridiculous. And then we're gonna go back to, okay, people don't like this. That's why I don't feel bad when companies get knocked off, because you price gouge so much on something, you leave way too much room for someone to come in and knock you off and make it much cheaper and give the consumer a better product. You could have made money and also had a reasonable price, but you chose not to do that because you thought your patents or something would protect you, when in all actuality, they're pretty much bullshit. Because the problem with patents is you also have to have the money to defend your patent. And at some point, if enough people come at you, you're just not going to be able to do that anyway. You can't afford the attorneys to do it. And you would have been better off just being reasonable to begin with. But that's just my 2 cents on the whole thing. Anyway, $13.98 for the 2-pack. I mean, that's only $7 a piece on these things. I'm not totally sure what this magnetic insert thing is. It looks like a tool tray that must be magnetic, which is kind of an interesting thing to include. Like, the whole purpose of the tray to begin with is that stuff stays and doesn't roll around, and it's kind of like a little collection. So to add a magnet in that, I don't dislike it. It's not wrong. And only 20 bought this. Boy, what I wish I could filter like on their website by how many people bought something, because I would love to see how much are they selling of like their best selling stuff. Because this is nothing to brag about. Hey, we sold 20 in a week and we're a national retailer with probably thousands of stores and an online presence. Like, this is sad. Cobalt 20-piece half-inch drive set, hex bit driver socket set. Normally $79. Now that sounds inflated to me, but it's down to $19.98 now, and that's a real good deal. I like that. So 20-piece set. We've kind of had a bit of a theme here, haven't we? With these hex sets. That wasn't really intentional, but maybe they just got a bunch of them on sale for whatever reason. And these guys are pretty stubby. We might be able to get into tighter spots here, and then also they're impact rated, so we can put them on our gun, and we don't got to worry about the chrome explosion. Although I've never had that happen. I've broke some, but I've never had like boom, like shards go flying. But it is kind of like sharp as glass. You don't want that coming at you. So you got the 20 pack here. Let's see. Yeah, half-inch drive, I got that. Oh, it's mixture of metric and SAE. Yeah, that's a good deal. Boy, for $19.98, I don't need them, but I should probably buy that one. And it looks like it's the most popular because 50 bought in last week. See, we're learning something here. Whew, 400 bought in the last week. Well, there we go. Now, this is an amazing deal. Boy, it should not have been the last deal. Should not have been. This is the Cobalt 24-volt lineup. We have the cordless battery, string trimmer, and leaf blower combo kit with a 4-amp-hour battery and charger for $129. 2 tools, 4-amp-hour battery, and charger, $129. That is a really good deal. Now, the 4-amp-hour battery, I would say, is on the fringe of what is reasonable for these tools. They'll get you going, and you're only getting one of them. At least it appears you're only getting one of them. We could get lucky, maybe. It looks like it's just one. But on that blower, 15 to 20 minutes of constant use is about what you're going to get, I think, out of a 4-amp hour. And then the weed whacker, it's a little bit more variable because you're probably not just running constantly and everything. But still, it's you would want another battery for sure, and probably a bigger one. You wouldn't want to like, hey, I got another battery. It's a 2. No. We want like an 8. Because also the cordless versions of these, as opposed to like a gas, much lighter. So we don't have to worry too much about adding extra weight. Although if you're a puss, maybe. But we're not worried too much about the weight on these. Which, by the way, one thing that I've come to realize that is not great, because we were talking about the chainsaw stuff, and I've been doing a lot of chainsawing around here and everything. And in recent videos, we were talking about the chainsaws and the cordless saws as opposed to the gas saw, which that gas saw was actually pretty popular. A lot of you guys really liked that, and I don't blame you for liking it. It was a really good deal. But even though I have a bunch of Milwaukee batteries, or not a bunch, I have several to run these saws, you diminish the battery, right? And then you want to go charge it. But something like this, like these blowers, maybe even the weed whacker, the batteries get so hot that you have to let them cool before you can charge them. So if you only have 2, you can't even do the little swappy doodle thing. You can't be charging one while using the other because the damn thing's too hot. It won't take a charge yet. It's got to cool down first. Now, that could also be a little bit of a combination of it's like 100 degrees with 100% humidity around here lately. I think it was kind of this. I was soaked, and I had to go take a shower. So I'm getting ready, and I think my clothes weighed about 20 pounds just from the dripping of sweat that they were. Terrible. Anyway, that's not the point. Sidebar, that was not necessary. The point is, sometimes I like doing the little swappy thingy, and it works for impact drivers and low like even like a circular saw or reciprocating saw, where you're likely doing a cut, then breaking, then doing a cut. You're not constantly holding the trigger for 20 minutes straight. Just be aware. Hot battery issues. It's a hot battery summer. All right, guys, that's the last deal. We're going to have all those links down below as far as the Amazon ones. We'll try the YouTube shopping stuff for what we can. We're at the Walmart and the Lowe's. We're going to do the giveaway on the second channel, so make sure to subscribe. Go over there. We're going to maybe do a flagpole install. Here's the thing about the flagpole. I don't think it's as clear cut now. I probably should do like a little border thing. That's what I'm trying to decide. How extravagant do I want to go, and how tall do I want to go? And like today on the news, they had up to 70-mile-an-hour wind gusts in my area, and it was great because as I'm watching the weather, they're like describing the highways where it's going to be worse, and they did a southern one that was south of me and one that was north of me, and I'm like, oh, good, right near me. Um, but the point is, I don't know how extravagant I want to go. Do a whole little thing with like stone or bricks of some sort, and then like mulch it out and have this thing? And how high do you go? And then I've seen some people say flagpole breaks, and I saw some people said use a steel pipe for the lower, couple feet or whatever, and then have the flagpole inside that because they break at the base, and that way you'll have a little bit extra rigidity to hold it up there. So I got to game plan this out because I don't want to do the work and then it breaks. Like, oh, that ain't it. But you know, sometimes they force your hand, and you're like, all right, well, I wasn't gonna do it, but now we got to. Gotta let the freak flag fly. I have two of them anyways. If you watched any videos out in the garage, you already seen one flag's on the wall, so might as well put one in the air out in the yard as well. Although I feel like I'm gonna get some Amazon packages that get thrown on the ground or something. Oh, the box says fragile. Wham! That's gonna happen. But hey, I can make sacrifices as well. Thanks for watching, guys. Make sure you give the video a like, subscribe, and subscribe. I'll see you guys next time.